In this video, we will see how we can create database. When the hosting portal is opened, we select Advanced button to connect to CPanel for complex management. When we connect to the CPanel, your task is to select Databases tab to manage existing database or to add new databases and divide roles for this database. For manage existing database and to create table structure and work with data, we will use PHP MyAdmin functionality to complete this task. In case we have to create totally new database, we will select MySQL database option to perform this operation. When MySQL database option is pressed, your task is to write the name of the new database that will be used inside your code. For example, I will use database with the name of data. But my task is to see that the name, the full name, is not only the name you wrote in the text box, but the name consists of predefined name. When the database name is written, we press Create Database button to add new database to your system. This is a database name, and my task is to store this name in file just for further work. Database name is equal to the name that is given to your database. The next task is to create user to access this database. For user creation, we will use Add New User option. We will write the username, data user, and we will create password for this user. Again, username doesn't consist of just the name you wrote inside the text box, but contains also prefix that already exist. When the Create User button is pressed, the user is created, and now we can use it to connect to the database. Again, this username will be saved inside the file. User name is equal to this one. The next is to define rules and access for user inside our created database. At the bottom of the page, we have the option Add User to the database. Our task is to select the username and the database we would like to match. For the database data, I would like to add user data user. When the button Add is pressed, machine asks to define privileges or access rules for this database. We can use all privileges options and mark all existing options that basically database has, or we can use only options or tasks our database will provide. For example, my task is to select data, my task is to insert data, and my task is to update data. No delete options will be used, no additional table creation using SQL language or basically remote access won't be used. When we press Make Changes, the changes of rules will be added to the database. Now we have defined the full access to our database, and we can go back to Advanced folder to observe the database structure. On the PHP MyAdmin panel, we will find the structure of our server, we can see that the new database is created, and I can open this database, and I can see that the database structure is empty. I don't have any tables, and my options is to start to work with this database, editing new tables.